What is up, Ball Talk Nation? I'm your host, Ian. I'm also greeted by your beautiful hosts, Caleb and Garrett. Today, we're going to be talking about something called a panic meter. Now, personally, I actually don't know what a panic meter is. Caleb, could you inform me and the audience what a panic meter is?
It's a panic meter. There's a lot going on right now. There's a lot going on. And, there's a lot of bad things, scary things that we should be worried about.
Scary.
Maybe. And essentially,
I've been having nightmares.
I'm just curious to hear how worried you guys are about these things across basketball.
All right.
I don't know what we can kind of define our own rating, but my idea is the worst rating is probably it's over. I don't know. Game ending, terrible stuff. In the middle would be you just don't care. And then really good would be you're not worried at all. And it's definitely gonna be fine.
So I'm hearing like a one is okay, that's not even something I'm worried about. Like a foul, like a messed up foul call in the second quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that, right? But a 10 is okay, it's triple overtime, and they keep giving the ball to
somebody needs to lose their job. Maybe multiple people.
Yeah, Doc Rivers won't take a 3 and we're down by 2.
Yeah, exactly.
He wants to take it to 4 OT.
Yeah.
It's like that.
I think the first one that I have written down is okay, we'll just go with the 76ers first of all. Because they suck right now. They suck really bad. There's teams out there that suck really good, and they suck really bad.
Ayo.
So
I have heard that they suck. Speaking of suck,
they're on right now. I'm watching the game. Well, it's halftime, but the thing with the Sixers right now is that they thought they needed Paul George, but Paul George is pushing 40. Paul George was not necessary to pick up.
He's really old.
I don't know.
He's been so bad.
How much are they paying him? Do you know?
40 mil.
I don't even know. I was just about to say it was 30, 40 mil.
Dude.
For the next 4 years.
Chris Paul, though.
No, Paul George.
Oh, yeah. Paul George? Okay. Chris Paul was a good pickup.
For the Spurs, yeah.
Paul George, I mean, I don't really know much about Paul George. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I know he's good.
But he's not. He's not good right now.
He can't be 40 million good anymore.
No, it's actually $50 million this year, 52 next year, 54 the year after, and then a $56 million player option when he's 37.
I mean, when you're a rookie who focuses more on making TikToks than playing in the NBA is your best player.
No Jared McCain slander on the podcast, dude.
No. I love Jared McCain.
Okay,
but
good.
It seems like he puts more effort into his TikToks than the NBA, and he is the Sixers' best player right now.
I would say he's putting in a lot of effort. Game? He's averaging. Dude, he had 37 points the other day.
Yeah, he's
nice, dude.
He's putting a lot of effort into the NBA. I think that's unfair.
Let me look that up real quick.
He just happens to be a really good TikToker as well. Yeah, he's averaging 15 points on 40% three-point shooting.
TikTok?
2 rebounds,
in the NBA.
5 assists.
I mean,
he's got just about a 50% field goal. So
that's ridiculous for a rookie. I'm just gonna say though, no Jared McCain slander. I would say he's putting in way more effort to basketball than his TikToks.
I know. I was
just happens to be a very talented TikToker.
Yeah, was he famous on TikTok before he got before he got?
That's the guy that painted his nails and was doing the.
Wait a minute.
2 days into college.
He wasn't on Duke.
On Duke, yeah.
Yeah, he was from Duke.
Oh, he was on Duke?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that guy?
I remember making fun of that guy because I'm a big UK guy.
Yeah, he's really good.
I think it actually may have. Well, yeah, he does appear to be pretty good. But you know who else appears to be pretty good on the topic of UK and also Duke?
Okay.
UK appears considerably better than Duke, as we just beat Duke, dude. That game was awesome. Garrett, I know you're probably crying a little bit. Okay, it's natural.
No, I don't care. What happened to the panic meter? This is what happened last time.
Well, he's really bad at staying on topic, but just let him have this one.
Yeah. All right.
Just let him have it. All right. It's his podcast, all right?
All right. I won't even talk about UK ball. We'll save it for later.
Okay, yeah, we'll save it. Yeah, how worried are you about the 76ers, Ian?
I don't they're not a team that I particularly follow.
They're 2-11.
That's just not good.
It's not.
I didn't realize it was that bad for them. I knew they were having a terrible season though.
Worse than the
Mm,
I'm not
Bucks.
super
Think about
worried.
that.
I think they're
Yeah.
just not. They're just one of those teams that isn't playoff contending right now.
They have a
mm,
the guy
I
on their
think they're
team was
they're
an
an example of
MVP
what the
2 years ago.
Bucks. They're an example of what the Bucks could be. Um, because Joel Embiid is similar to Giannis in the fact that he's the only good player on the team. Um, that's I'm satirizing it. I'm satirizing it. Like there are a lot of good Bucks players and there are a lot of good 76 players, but it seems like Giannis will throw down 60 points and the other guys will throw down about 40. Which actually happened recently. And I imagine it's a similar way with Joel Embiid, but it's more like he tends to play the foul game a little more, which is cool. I do like that he does that. Anywho,
No, that is an interesting point
I don't
though.
know.
Like they do have they both have like a big three technically. But like Joel Embiid has been like really bad. Like he's I looked at his stats the other day and he's averaging like 12 points on 30% shooting and like 12% from 3, which is like ridiculously bad. And I don't know, it's just like it's an interesting comparison cuz yeah, like Giannis is doing everything and no one else is doing anything, and then on the Sixers it's just nobody is doing anything. Like literally. It's like Jared McCain and Tyrese Maxey when he was playing. But Tyrese Maxey was putting up like Kobe numbers. He was doing like 12 for 31 from the field. It's ridiculous. It's like not sustainable at all.
No.
But you said you like okay, on like a scale of 1 to 10, what would you put it at? We're putting you on the spot.
Three for
Why?
me.
Saying they're
2
gonna
for
bounce
me.
back.
5
Yeah,
if I
that's what I
was a
was-
Sixers fan, because no.
Okay.
right. Yeah,
I
I'd
think
say
they will, but I don't know when. And I don't know if it's gonna be this season or not.
no. I mean, I don't
Scary.
know. Okay, what's the next one?
Because Paul George is only getting older. Like
Right,
if it's not
right.
if they're this bad this season, like it's just gonna get
Yeah.
worse because they're paying him $50 million a year.
I don't know. That's not worth it. Not worth it at all.
No one's trading for that. Like you're just gonna be paying that salary. I don't know. I might be at
You
like
don't have the cap room for that either.
like a 7, honestly. Like
Mm.
I don't know. And like they had like the whole Tyrese Maxey called out Joel Embiid for being like late to all the practices and like meetings and everything. Like
Right.
I don't know. The vibes are just like really bad. Like at least if they were bad and
Your
the
teammates
vibes
shouldn't
were
do that to
good,
you.
then like that's one thing. But if the vibes are bad and the basketball's bad, like I don't know.
I mean, if we look on the good vibe side of things, I mean, have you seen the Thunder? Like the way those guys work
Mhm.
together is interesting. Like their dynamics.
They stole the Grizzlies aura though, dude. It's the Grizzlies thing.
Did they really?
No, I saw a tweet like that was like, I can't believe the Thunder are copying the Grizzlies by having good team chemistry. It's so ridiculous.
Dude, yeah. I think it's good that they got all those guys young because they're all like 23, you know.
They are.
So I'm excited to see what that'll become. I don't know about dynasty, but I think it could be a consistently pretty good team.
Because they still have all those picks.
Right.
They're
I
gonna
didn't even know
have
that.
like a lottery pick like for the next 4 years, dude. And they're gonna be like
That's
the number
sick.
1 seed.
That's
Mm.
sick.
Okay.
I like that.
But right now they just don't have any centers. Actually, Isaiah Hartenstein just came back, which I was watching that earlier. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. He already looks like in New York Knicks form. He's got such a weird number though. 55 is like you don't see
Yeah.
that. There's a lot of
No,
like
I don't know. I don't-
weird
Yeah, no,
jersey
you don't.
numbers that I've seen recently.
Mm.
I can't think of like the other players, but I just remember I saw like 67 the other day, and I was like, dude, what are you doing?
Isn't Mitchell Robinson like 62 or something like that?
Yeah, and I don't know. Like, jersey numbers are very important. I feel like it
Mhm.
can define how far you get in the NBA. It's like a
I think
band
if you
name.
get 23, you're kind of guaranteed to do something.
Yeah, exactly. Keon
Yeah.
Ellis.
Do you think they only give it to people that they're like, I know you're gonna do something epic?
Yeah.
What's the average number? 22?
A lot of teams retire Jordan's number. Like the Heat, you can't wear 23.
I don't know if a lot of I think it's literally just the Bulls and the Heat.
Really? I think the Wizards
Cavs.
did too.
Oh, the Wizards might have. Why would the Cavs retire Michael Jordan's number, dude?
They will eventually.
No,
They will
it's
eventually,
LeBron's.
but we're talking about like right now.
Oh, I kind of thought they had him.
Well, because
He's
also
not
like
retired yet. You have to retire before they
yeah.
I suppose he has not retired quite yet.
run
You
the
think he
numbers.
Also,
ever?
nobody
Well,
really wears 23 in general.
23 is a good number though.
It
Yeah,
is,
dude,
but it's
you're
like
graduated.
awkward. Same thing as like wearing 24 and 8. I mean, I think those are both retired beyond like how Bill Russell's 6 is retired.
Yeah, that
I
probably
think
will
it's the same
happen.
thing as like nobody can wear 24 or 8. But even if you could, I don't think anybody should.
It's crazy. Like at some point in like 200 years, there's gonna be no more jersey numbers because they're all gonna be retired.
Right.
I mean, even with the Celtics right now, they've got so many jersey numbers retired that like the guys have to really think about what they're wearing. Yeah, I'm not actually
don't
that
know
tapped in
about
with the jersey numbers, but some of them I recognize.
I just looked it up.
Oh, okay.
I've never been super good at the jersey numbers.
I feel like that might be like
Yeah.
you got to be too locked in. Like you might need to take a step back if you know every player's jersey number.
I could take
I
a
believe
guess
Chris
at, like,
Middleton's is 20,
It's 22.
22. I think Giannis is 34.
Yeah, see, I know.
Jaws
Like, I know
12,
some.
Jaren is 13,
Some-
Edie
yeah.
is 14,
The iconic
Bane is
ones,
22.
And I know like anybody
Hold on
that
a
has
second.
my jersey number, I know that. Just
What's your
I don't know.
jersey number, Caleb?
22.
27?
SPJ
22.
wears 1.
22.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's kind of what I originally thought.
Okay, we've gotten way off track. We're going back on track.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Go, what's the next one?
Next is the Bucks.
Oh, Ian's gonna say it.
How panicked are you about the Bucks?
Oh, gee, I think it's a 10.
Honestly,
I'm gonna go,
dude.
I don't know.
No, Garrett, you go first, actually. I want to
I
formulate
mean-
a full thought on this.
I don't have like huge favors towards the Bucks. I like Giannis. I like Dame. Dame's one of my favorite players, but it's like it's so early in the season to have a huge worry about them. But you also have Doc Rivers, like
Yeah,
really
exactly.
old Doc Rivers as your coach. So I don't know. I feel like I could give it personally like a 4 or 5 because there's so much wasted potential there. Because Dame's only going to be in the league for another 2 to 5 years, which sounds like a lot, but he's going to be getting worse and worse. This is like the best he'll be within these next 5 years. So
I do agree with
and
that.
then Giannis is only getting older as well. Granted, he's great. Like
I'm not
I
worried
don't
about
know,
Giannis
man.
at all.
I'm not worried about that, dude. Like, yes, he's getting
no,
older,
I'm saying,
but he's like 31. It's not
no,
like
no,
he's
but
like
I'm just saying, there's so much wasted potential there.
there is some ways
Sure.
potential in like the younger.
That's what I was
Bucks,
gonna say. That's
I
the
think.
main issue is that they don't have like a young
But-
guy that is very promising.
AJ Green's becoming that guy though,
But even there, like, there's an
Yeah,
obvious
and I know
ceiling
that
there.
sounds crazy.
No, it's not crazy. I get it.
I see what you
Is there
mean,
an
but
obvious ceiling for him.
okay, who would you? What,
mean,
what do you think AJ
have you
Green's
seen his
ceiling is?
Have you seen his defensive playing?
You're like an
Seen-
average defensive guy.
I
then.
think he's like a Klay Thompson.
Nah, his ceiling's like Tony Parker.
Okay.
No.
Well, I feel
think-
like
I
Tony
think
Parker's
if-
higher.
if- I think if he sticks around in the Bucks, he might get a chip. But I think if
Nah.
he moves, he
Yeah,
think-
like a
honestly,
late, like Pringles, maybe, dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Alright,
I think
fair.
the Bucks don't. I don't know if the Bucks have it this year. That's not even in my mind right now. Like,
As
I
long
know
as
that
they
we
keep
don't.
Doc Rivers, they won't have it.
Seriously.
We don't have it this year. That's like not something I'm worried about. I'm kind of looking forward to just like watching them get to
They-
work together. I think the
They should
Damian
have-
Lillard trade fucked the team up, and I've said that before, and I'll
Oh,
say it
yeah.
again.
Yeah.
The team dynamics are off, and Chris hasn't been in for 2 years. He's coming in next week, which will be nice. I'm actually very excited to get to see Chris Middleton
I am
play
too.
again.
The NBA is better when Chris Middleton is playing. Genuinely,
It is, dude. He's like Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
really
Michael
is.
Jordan is
Right.
like cooler.
no, but that is my main concern with the Bucks is that they're already so old, and they're gonna get older.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's guys like AJ Green. Yes, he's like younger, and that's like the whole reason that he's fun to watch is that he's like running around and using all his energy. And same thing with Andre
These guys,
Jackson
it's
Jr.
like- This is their 700th NBA game.
Yeah,
They don't really seem to care.
like
Like,
yeah, like
I
Torian
swear,
Prince.
man.
I'm like, watching Torian Prince, and I'm like, what are you like? What does he do?
Why the
I don't know.
Why is he out there, bro? Why does Doc Rivers feel the need to give that dude 27 minutes a
Well,
game?
that might be Darvin Ham.
And
I'm
then
gonna credit that to Darvin Ham.
I don't know the difference. I mean, I do, but like I know the difference between the guys. I don't know the
Darvin
difference
Ham's the
between,
assistant coach. He's also bad. All right, sorry. But yeah, they've got like those two guys. And they've got like who'd they draft? Like AJ Johnson, who like might be good in 2 years.
They dropped some like they drafted like a fucking nothing burger who I would have sent to the G League.
It's probably where he is right now. I haven't seen him play. And then like who they got like Marjan Beauchamp who doesn't play. Like doesn't
Marjan is I used to think Marjan was pretty good at basketball.
Is Pat Bev still there? Like is Beverly still there?
Dude, Pat Bev's in Israel, dude. What are you talking about?
Oh, he did go overseas. I forgot about that.
No.
I completely forgot.
They got DeLon Wright. DeLon Wright's basically just like a better Patrick Beverly, but
yeah, ever since the Bucks traded away Drew Holiday, it's been over.
The vibes.
I mean, that was the stupidest play they could have ever done. They had a championship level team, and they were like, let's make it worse.
Yeah, and let's give them to the Celtics as well. Like the Celtics were already contenders at that point. You're just giving them the point guard they need.
Honestly, I mean that was like I was like I don't know if that's like a clear misstep because Damian Lillard is like a good player, but I think firing Adrian Griffin when he was like 40 and 10 was like kind of ridiculous. Right. Like I understand that they wanted like a clear identity as a team, but they still don't have that.
He probably did something he shouldn't have, and it was like fire or resign.
I would have heard about it by now. There's no way.
I don't know, dude.
Somebody would have leaked that. You don't like.
He still has a career, though, right? Like he's.
I don't know what he's doing. I've not looked into what Adrian Griffin. He's probably like sitting at home. I don't know, making oatmeal and like watching. I don't know what old people do. He's like drinking tea and watching Downton Abbey. I'm sure that's what he does.
And he's eating Ruffles.
Yeah, he's like writing a novel.
Plain.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, and he's wearing like some fuzzy flip flops. Yeah.
Yeah. He's got the Giannis plushie.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. Oh.
I'm sure he's still a big fan of the Bucks. Actually, I don't know. Do you think like if you got fired from a team, would you like still be a fan?
I still like going to the places of work, like.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
But like, if you were like a manager,
I would still. I have not been a manager before.
That's why I said if.
If I was a manager, let's say I was a manager at like Pizza Hut. Like, yeah, I would go to Pizza Hut, but I wouldn't go to that Pizza Hut.
I don't know if this is like, I don't know, because I feel like sports are kind of different, where it's like you're actively competing. Dude, imagine there was like a trade deadline at your job. You like wake up, you're about to go to work, and they call you and they're like, you've been traded to like the Taco Bell down the block. Like you have to go clock in there.
Would you be mad? Or, like,
I'd be so pissed.
I mean, you can't really do anything.
Like, we traded you for the draft rights to some third grader.
I did get beaten in 1v1 recently by a 7th grader.
Really?
Well, not like super recently.
He might make it to the league, dude. It
was like July. He was like 6 foot.
Oh,
and he said to me like, let's 1v1. Yeah. And I was like, all right, bro, let's run it. And we ran it, and we played to 5, and he beat me very open-handedly.
It's kind of crazy.
It was like 5-3. Because I like netted a 3, and then he just like he didn't dunk, but
you only played to 5.
He styled on me. Well, it was just like outside lunch.
Oh. What? Okay, that's like such a strange scenario.
Well, yeah,
I feel like if I was traded from my job at Pizza Hut, I don't know. I guess would you be like mad? Like if they like traded you for like 3 other employees and a manager, would you like feel really good about yourself? Be like, dude, I'm really worth a lot.
I'd say, why the fuck was I not getting paid more?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm taking $14 an hour plus tips here.
What's the point of this conversation?
Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Did we?
Where did this go?
What is your guys' panic meter for the Bucks? What's the number?
I've accepted. I'm in the acceptance stage of this.
Okay.
I'd like to be playoff contenders.
I mean, you'll make the playoffs for sure.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I think
It's
Doc
the
Rivers
East.
needs to, honestly, I'm not suggesting a disaster draft of the players, but I am of the coaches.
I don't think that's a thing.
You
They could just
you
fire
killed
him.
Doc Rivers and
They
I'm
don't
not
have to
suggesting
do all
anything
that.
like this.
You could just fire him. Obviously,
Yeah,
they
that's-
believe in him if they haven't
easy.
fired him yet. I
Well,
saw
they
a
haven't
report
fired
that,
him yet
that
because
he
it'd
wasn't
be
even
like,
on the hot
that'd be
seat.
pretty bad.
I saw a report they weren't even considering fire him. Like they fully trust him. That's kind
I
of
don't,
crazy.
but maybe a part of it is for him. He's like, I want to prove to the world that Doc Rivers can win a tournament.
He can't.
Yeah,
I don't think he
can't.
can.
But that's not a worry.
Okay, so what was your number? I didn't hear a number.
See, thing is, I've accepted that we're gonna lose. I think I'm sitting at about like a 4 because I don't really care, and I've
Right.
accepted the fact that we're going to lose.
I feel like that's
I
reasonable.
think like a 2. I don't care much
Really?
for the Bucks, so
Okay, I guess that's
the Bucks
reasonable.
like aren't my team and never really have been. So
I'm probably like a 3. Yeah, honestly, I feel like they can turn it around. And I feel like, I don't know, do you guys think Chris Middleton can save this team? Like, when he comes back, do you think we're just going to be
Probably.
like...
I think I don't know.
I don't know if that's. I don't know. That's my answer on that.
I feel like he can.
Yeah.
I feel like this team with Chris Middleton
Maybe.
would look a lot different.
Yeah, I could
Hey,
see
man.
that.
Because the problem is
I think
they
the
just
team it would look different if it had Chris Middleton on it, but I don't know how that would like. We'll see. We'll see.
Because that's my
That's
next
the big
panic
thing.
meter is Chris Middleton as a player. Like, how worried are you about him?
8,
Like, his career?
Yeah.
8, 9.
8, 9, wow.
I think there's a certain point if he gets injured again for another like 6-month period.
Yeah.
If I was the Bucks, I'm not re-signing him.
We kind of have... You probably should re-sign him. If you like, just trade him if you're
No.
going to... Because you want to get
Right.
some value out of that. But I see what you mean.
Right. You don't want to just get rid of him for no
Like
reason.
who would you trade him for?
I don't know, like Bradley
Like-
Beal, dude. Another
Bradley
guy
Beal
that's
is
always injured.
Worth probably more than that.
Yeah, you're right. He's a bigger
Kyle
contract.
Kuzma, maybe?
Oh,
Yeah, I
Like-
think
That actually wouldn't be
He's
bad. It'd be
not-
that
bad
would
for the
work.
team,
but
but he
yeah,
Jordan Poole.
could
nothing.
play.
I saw like a Cam Thomas to the Bucks trade. I thought that was interesting. I don't know how that would happen.
I don't
Yeah,
know
he's
anything
kinda
about
small.
Cam Thomas.
Dude,
I don't really know
he's
if I can attest.
legendary, dude. Oh my gosh, you gotta lock in.
Is he really?
Your homework is to go watch like 10 minutes of Cam Thomas highlights after this.
I don't know if I'm gonna do basketball homework.
Okay, fine.
Normal
would've
homework is
probably-
enough.
I guess that's fair. He's really good though. He's on the Nets. He's like a really short shooting guard, but he's like he's like a Chris Middleton type, where it's just like if he shoots, it's going in, and he just gets.
Have you
to his
heard about
spots.
the really short guy?
The Grizzlies guy?
There's a lot of.
Yeah, the Grizzlies. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to say it, but
Yuki
yeah.
something.
Yeah, he's got a very odd name. Yeah,
It's like
I think he's Asian.
He's Japanese. Yeah.
you think?
Yeah,
I
think.
he's Asian.
that's what I've heard.
Okay. You've heard.
My
Okay.
source tells me.
All right.
Yeah.
No, he definitely is Asian. He's definitely short. So this is a good source that you're getting this information from.
Yeah.
What did you like?
Thanks,
Have something to
Osama.
say about him? Okay.
I'm
Okay.
Obama.
What?
This is like a,
Was there more to this thought,
like a
or you just wanted to
mistype.
shout out? I need to know what's his last name, because now I feel bad that I'm only saying his first name.
Bin Laden.
No, you. Oh my gosh. Kawamura. I don't know. I'm probably saying that wrong. Yuki Kawamura.
Oh.
He's like
All
5'7".
right, anyway, he's
That's
like
crazy.
5'8", something like that. But that guy can ball.
He really can. Because like, if you're that short, that's like like there's tall guys out there that just have an NBA contract because they're tall. But like, if you're short, you have to actually be really good.
Yeah, like an Allen Iverson kind of deal.
Allen Iverson was like 6 foot.
Yeah, but he was like good.
Like
at
Isaiah
basketball.
Thomas would be more what I would point to. Like,
How tall is Isaiah Thomas?
It's like 5'10", 5'11".
Okay. But like, if you think about a
You
guy like
can-
Muggsy Bogues,
Oh,
I think that was just like I think that was literally that might have just been like marketing
Like you
to have
don't
that
like
dude in the
he was
league.
that short.
Like,
He could dunk,
I
dude.
no, I believe he was short, and I believe he could dunk. But I think it was marketing to be like anyone can be an NBA star.
I don't know. They were not like
I
promoting
don't know.
inclusivity back in that era.
No.
I think he was just good, dude. Spud
All
Webb.
right.
That's another guy.
Oh, I love Spud Webb. I used
Shout
to have one
out.
of his cards on NBA Live Mobile.
Yes.
Not NBA Live Mobile.
alright.
NBA 2K. Dude, okay, this is we won't
not
go
that
I
one
won't
as
go on a
much.
2K rant because it's terrible, but okay.
2K25 is already 55% off
I know, I
the
bought it.
Microsoft Store.
I regretted it even, but okay. Next yeah. Wait, Gary, did you have anything to add on Middleton or I feel like we
No.
covered a lot. Okay, yeah. Yeah,
I'm
I feel
just
like
scared about
I feel like I'm
Middleton.
probably like a 6 because literally he hasn't played in like 2 years. Like he was back for that one
Mhm.
playoff series and then yeah.
That was it. Yeah.
I just miss him. I just want to see him play basketball again.
That's
Okay.
how I feel, man.
Next one I have is.
Oh, I do want to say
Yeah,
one
yeah,
last
yeah.
thing on the Bucks. Oh no, go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
you're good, dude. Because I was gonna move on. So if
Oh,
you have
hooray.
a few closing
Yeah,
thoughts.
Brooke Lopez, pretty cool. It's really impressive that he's still able to do this.
And
He's just
he's
kind of a
that-
beast. He's just kind of a beast out there. I mean,
No.
like 29 points, like he's just playing the best basketball that he humanly can.
Flash Mountain.
It's like he really cares, and he's like a gentle giant out there on the court. That guy can ball.
I don't know if he's gentle.
He gives me hope for the Bucks.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. The only thing I
He's
don't
gentle
like about him
personality-wise.
is
He went
that
to Stanford.
he will just shoot the ball. Like if he gets that ball, he will just shoot it.
Yeah, he does seem to do that. He's not like the best at that.
He's okay. Like you know, he's definitely like a stretch big.
Like
But like whenever
he
I'm watching
misses
the
it
Bucks,
sometimes. But
yeah,
he's got,
whenever
like,
I'm
a
watching the Bucks,
35% 3-point.
he gets it and he just goes straight up, like no hesitation.
Yep. He'll miss. He don't care.
I remember last year there was a game where like Damian Lillard was dribbling up the ball and like was going to take the game-winning shot. It was the Kings game, with the Dame game winner. And literally like in the corner, Brooke Lopez like has his hands out, like calling for the ball.
Yes, I've actually
from
seen that.
Damian
I've
Lillard.
seen that clip.
I just think that's so ridiculous. Like you don't need to shoot this shot, Brooke. Just let Damian Lillard handle it.
He's the point guard who's known for hitting clutch shots.
Literally.
I
Same
think
time.
I'm gonna trust him to hit the clutch shot
Me too.
here, not the 7-footer.
Okay.
I mean, I get his perspective.
Yeah, because I mean that is part of his job is to stretch the floor and be able to shoot. Like that's why they beat the
And
Rockets.
he's good at that.
They beat the Rockets because like he was hitting so many threes that Alperen Şengün had to like fade out all the way to the 3-point line and couldn't defend the paint. That let Damian Lillard get into the empty space and score that weird layup he did. Okay.
Yeah.
My next one is it's kind of like the Pacers, but more Tyrese Haliburton. He's also been definitely struggling to start the season. That's like a little bit of an understatement. Do you guys have any thoughts on Tyrese Haliburton or the Indiana Pacers?
I'm not like a big Pacers watcher, so I don't have a huge place to talk on them, but
I don't like the Indiana Pacers. They remind me of like a middle school bully.
all right.
They should have lost to the Bucks.
They probably should have.
They were fighting a hospital.
They
It's
were.
like that's like if Mike Tyson was like, I'm gonna do my next big fight after just losing to Jake Paul,
Right.
and we're gonna do it in a hospital cafeteria. It'd be like that.
All right, I don't know if I go that far.
And they still lost 2 games.
They did. Well, that was the Damian Lillard. Yeah.
It's like playing a G League, or like it would be like putting the Pacers against the OSU Buckeyes. Like
They could do it, I believe.
we're not that good, and it
No.
was just a bunch of second string dudes.
Because Marjan Beauchamp played in that series. That's how you know it. That's how bad it was.
Marjan Beauchamp had played like 13 minutes.
That's not, you never want to see that, dude.
That's way too much.
That's so many.
That's way too many.
That's Pat Connaughton numbers.
Put Marjon Beauchamp on like the Pelicans, and he'd actually probably get some good minutes, and he'd do a good job.
Yeah, 'cause everyone on the Pelicans, they signed to Elfrid Payton, dude, and they started him tonight.
I don't even know who that is.
Exactly.
And he started tonight. He started the game for them. Like, they're so injured.
Elfrid Payton,
dude. Knicks legend Elfrid Payton.
Sure.
I'm gonna put some respect on his
Trade
name.
that dude.
It's the guy with the hair. You never seen his hair?
A lot of people have hair.
No.
All right.
Yeah,
fine.
I do.
Fine. You guys just don't have any thoughts. The poor Indiana Pacers are such a small market. Nobody even knows about them.
Their
city
jersey was really bad.
It wasn't that bad.
Yes, it was.
I don't know. I feel like that Tyrese Haliburton,
like
it looks like a jersey like a little kid would wear. I'd be like, wow, this is so cool.
That's fun. You need more joy and whimsy in your life, I think, is the issue.
Dude,
it's
that
such
is good
a like
advice. Look at things more positive.
2018 clickbait like type of jersey.
What's the Pacers? I haven't seen it.
We literally. What do you mean? We did a whole video. We saw
well,
all of
yeah.
that.
Well, okay.
I didn't see it. You definitely saw it. You might just not remember it. That's crazy. I don't know. I feel like the Pacers are in the East, so they're like a play-in lock essentially. Like they can't miss the playoffs. But I feel like Tyrese Haliburton had like one good game against the Knicks. And like he's just not looked good. I mean, he's still been like playmaking okay, but he's just been shooting. He's been in like a real slump, and we're like 14, 15 games in the season. Like, I don't know. I just always go back. Well, I think this is like my Kings bias, where it's like I always go back to when we traded him. They were like, "Oh, did they make a terrible mistake?" Because he had that. I mean, like last year he was incredible, and like I feel like his whole time in Indiana he's been really good. It's just been this year, but like, I don't know. What do you guys think about like the Pacers as a whole, though? Like, do you think it's kind of like the Atlanta Hawks run from like 2021, where they like had a really deep playoff run and they kind of just sucked ever since then?
Yeah.
Because that's what a lot of people were saying.
Oh no, they did go to the semis. Did they go to the semis?
They were in they were in like the conference finals, weren't they?
That's what I meant. Yeah, I don't know why I said semis, but yeah, the finals.
Yeah, against the Celtics, and they got destroyed.
Right.
The competitive sweep.
I mean, they didn't have a lot of people. That's the thing. Is like there weren't a lot of people active.
I feel like they had most of their guys.
Haliburton was out.
It was the Knicks that the Celtics beat. Or it was the Knicks that like didn't have anybody. That was like the series where everyone was injured.
Yeah.
Not the Celtics, but yeah.
What's their name?
The Bucks.
I can't remember. No, the Heat.
Oh, you're right, the Heat.
The Heat were missing a lot of people.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of teams have been really like at least in the East. There's just been like a lot. It's just been weird because it feels like most of the teams are kind of bad.
Right,
so,
for
like,
sure.
Like I don't know. It's just so strange. Like you go to the standings and like the Hawks are the 5th seed with 7 and 8, and like I don't know. If you look at the West, like the Grizzlies are above 500 and they're out of the play-in technically. Like it's just so ridiculous.
Right. Well, the Grizzlies are winning right now, so
they better be.
They're beating the Sixers. I mean, the Sixers kind of suck, but we just talked about that.
It's just they definitely are bad. Okay. I think as far as Tyrese Haliburton, though, I believe in him. I feel like I don't know. I feel like he's got to be dealing with like some injury or something that's just like lingering and messing it. I mean, he does have a weird shot for sure. He's always had a weird shot,
right?
But maybe at like a 4, maybe even like a 3. I think he can get it together. Okay,
for sure.
I feel like I want to keep asking you guys more, but I don't know if you're gonna like have comments on them.
I can have some more comments. I just don't know a lot about the Pacers.
No, I know. Okay, what about Knicks Timberwolves? Like just that whole.
I think it's interesting because of the whole. I don't know. I feel like it can go good and bad. I mean, obviously, they probably both hate their front office, especially Cat. I mean, all Cat got was a little Instagram post when he got traded. So, for being there for what? How long has it been now? Like 10. Well,
Like
how long was it?
8
Like 10, 12 years?
something. It's been a while. I mean, he played with Kevin
Maybe not.
Garnett, didn't he? Like,
Yeah, like the very beginning of his career. I think he started around 2012.
I know he's not that old.
Mm. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
It was like
But
10 years though, like 9 or 10 years.
yeah, right. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of stupid to trade him away for, I mean, Julius Randle isn't great. Like he's good, but he's not great. And Dante DiVincenzo, he was a bench piece for half his career. Well, a majority of his career, not even half.
Hey, NBA champion Dante DiVincenzo.
I love Dante DiVincenzo.
Put some respect on his name.
I do too, but it's like, dude, he's been on the bench.
Kings legend Dante DiVincenzo. I'll even go that far.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like Karl Anthony Towns. Yeah, it is kind of. It feels like kind of deflating because he literally was like a whole era of Timberwolves basketball. Like just him being there.
I miss Karl Anthony Towns being on the Timberwolves because the Timberwolves. Well, where is he at now? I can't remember.
New York.
Off the top of my head.
That's ridiculous.
New York. That's not.
Yeah.
That's
a little ridiculous.
That doesn't feel right. He feels like he belongs. When I picture Karl Anthony Towns, that UK guy, I picture him out in a I picture him with a backdrop of a mountain and a forest on it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Beautiful blue sky. That's how I picture that guy's life. And New York City doesn't have that. So it's just it's a remorseful occasion. Yeah, buildings. That's gotta.
They got buildings in like Home Alone 2. That's like their whole legacy.
Oh, they also have
statue.
Yeah, they do have a statue.
New York Liberty.
I think they have taxis.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
That's what I've heard.
I like how these are your thoughts on Karl Anthony Towns. Okay. I've heard they have pizza, actually. I don't know. I've
heard they do too.
Oh, okay. Do you have any thoughts on Karl Anthony Towns and Julius Randle trade, though?
I don't really care about the Julius Randle on that team in particular. Like that doesn't really. I think he'll fit in, but it's unfortunate. I see what they're trying to do because they're trying to pair some Anthony Edwards with someone who's like older, who can show him the ropes a little, maybe, and also kind of like
trying to do it all.
Team up with him. You know what I'm saying?
I think it was all the money.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have any particular takes on Julius Randle, but I do think that the Karl Anthony Towns trade was unfortunate. That's my final take on it.
I just think it was all money, though. I don't think they'd expect Julius Randle to mentor Anthony Edwards. I feel like that'd be kind of ridiculous. Because, like, what does he have to teach?
Yeah.
What would Julius Randle teach you, dude? I don't know.
I don't know. I've never really thought of the persona of Julius Randle before.
He's not. I feel like he's got kind of bad vibes overall.
I don't feel like he'd be. I feel like he's the kind of guy that you'd hang out with at like some sort of social event that you go to with your parents or like for work. And like you'd be like chilling at the grill stand for like 10-15 minutes and you might exchange a word or two. And then you find out he's a professional basketball player. It's like kind of like that.
Okay, yeah.
That's how I feel like that guy. That's what I feel like that guy.
I'm not feeling you on that one, honestly.
I kind of feel that. Like he seems like I don't know.
You're getting the vibe.
Like if he's not having a good time, it doesn't feel like he wants anyone else to have a good time. That's like the kind of vibe I get from him. So like I don't know if that's like a guy you want teaching your young player.
Have you watched? Well, to be fair, Anthony Edwards kind of has that mentality too, right?
Oh, he does.
Like
he's locked in.
He got fined for flipping off a fan.
Yeah, because he's locked in, dude. He cares.
Like, that's some shit that like we don't see in the modern NBA. This is what I want in basketball. I want personalities. Like Anthony Edwards is an interesting guy because he's doing something that isn't. You don't see it, and it's like that's what makes him intriguing to me. And yeah, I realize that that's marketing, whatever.
No, I think he's genuinely like an interesting individual.
He's genuinely like that.
like if you see any interviews with, like, there's that one interview where they're like asking him like, what other sports are you interested in? He's like, I could play any sport professionally, anytime, and I could beat like any professional player at any of these sports. Like, he's like completely serious. Like, he's like, get me in ping pong, and I will beat them.
I kind of believe him.
I kind of do too. Seriously, I feel like he could do anything.
He could just like kind of set himself to it. He seems like the kind of guy you'd want to be like a role model for kids. Like he seems like the kind of like.
I don't know if I
think they're measuring. Well, I don't. Well, okay, fair enough.
He's done some things for sure that maybe.
Okay, I'm reconsidering.
A role model for
or not life, but some of his the things he's done. Perhaps not.
He is like Michael Jordan.
Maybe a role model,
way, though. It's like maybe not a role model, but like somebody you can
like
look up to,
players.
as in like sports wise.
A mentality or something. Yeah.
Because I don't even think Michael Jordan's like a role model necessarily. He's definitely done some things.
Conspiracy theories go deep.
Yeah, exactly. Ever since he abandoned Jimmy Butler as a child, I just haven't looked at him the same.
Did he do that?
He might have done.
That did not happen.
You said conspiracy.
Well, I did say conspiracy.
But yeah, I feel like it does, like, it feels like one of those trades, the Karl-Anthony Towns and Julius Randle one, that like nobody really won.
Like, it's bad
or like Drew and Dame.
Like, I don't. Well, no, the Celtics won that. The Celtics. If you win a championship, you won the trade. Well, yeah, but it's not. That's like game over. If you won the championship, you won the trade. That's it for me.
Well, it's just bad for the Bucks.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
But the Celtics definitely won the trade. Yeah.
No, I don't think, like, if there's a trade you do and you win the championship as a result, like, literally no matter what else happens, like, that's the whole point. That's why you did the trade. So I don't know. I wouldn't say that the Celtics like lost out on that. What'd they even give up? Like Robert Williams? How did the Celtics even get Drew Holiday, dude? It's like Malcolm Brogdon, Robert Williams, and like some nonsense. Like, that's kind of absurd to me. Drew Holiday feels like he's worth way more than that.
Yeah,
he's like a really good basketball player. Like 26 points a game.
All right,
ballpark. I'm just kind of guessing.
He's not averaging.
But he plays.
Drew Holiday's probably averaging like 14 points, dude. He's a 12.
He's a defensive
right now,
menace, though.
That's what you're trading for, yeah.
I picture him having.
Like, he's a vibes
Damian
guy
Lillard
too.
Doesn't play defense.
No, he does not.
Right, so they lost a big defensive piece there.
They didn't really replace it with anything. They were just like, Brook Lopez, save us.
Chris Middleton. No, I'm kidding.
Not really.
Dude, imagine how the Buck guys felt coming into work. And they're just like, oh, fuck, my friend doesn't work here anymore.
I mean, I think they know it's a business. Like, obviously, yeah, you, like, I don't know. Like, if if one of, like, your coworkers left, would you be like, oh. Like, I feel like you wouldn't be, like, thrilled about it. But, like, it's a business. Like, it's gonna happen.
Right.
I guess, but they're probably friends, bro.
That would be
right, exactly. These are coworkers
they
like make friends with more than
these guys are like
day to day.
They're a team, dude.
Teamwork.
I mean, think about how like the high school bowling team felt, right? Imagine if you played with them for like 9 years.
It's a long time,
dude.
Man.
You get tight with those guys.
I'd be a super
like
super senior, dude. I don't like this idea.
Yeah, you'd a little bit. But you know what I mean.
9 years in high school. Oh no.
Or like the golf team or something. Whatever. Point is, you get really close with those guys. I think we're just taking time for the Bucks to like kind of recover from that. And the guys are just old. And it's like those guys got a championship, and that's super cool.
It's true.
And that's awesome, right? So we should be thankful for what we got and just expect, like, okay, maybe the Bucks are going to be out of it for like 3 or 4 years. Whatever.
I mean, but like, okay, what do you think
Rivers
the chances are that Giannis gets traded? If they like don't, if they completely flame out in the playoffs this year,
they're not trading Giannis.
I mean, what if he requests?
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. Think about how the fans of Milwaukee would think about that, right?
I mean,
Like,
it'd be a
they'd
rebuild.
hate that shit.
You would get an absurd
hate
amount of value from trading Giannis.
Dude.
You'd get like every first round pick from that
Think
team.
about this. Like, I know the value, I know the monetary, but think about like this, like the emotional,
Right, exactly.
like the effect of that on the populace. It'd be such a bummer.
So if Giannis requests a trade,
be
do you
thinking-
trade him or do you like hold him hostage?
If Giannis requests to trade, do I trade him or hold him hostage?
Yeah, LeBron James hostage situation.
I'll give him. Like, if he wants to go, like, okay, man, you can go. But he said he doesn't. I think, as far as I've heard.
Gotta say that. No one. If you've been
So
on
Kyrie
a team,
said before he left the
yeah,
Celtics,
that's what
so.
Kyrie's. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like that bad, but I don't know if there's ever been a player that's been like, yeah, I think I want to leave. Like, yeah, I don't think I want to be here.
I mean,
Not okay, but
if it
not
gets to a point,
not of like that caliber. I feel like I don't know. I'm trying to think of an
Right.
example. Like if you're like the leader of the team, you can't be like, yeah, I give up, I want out. Like that's why Kyrie got so
Fair,
much flack for
fair.
that, because he like
Oh yeah, he was gonna be those Boston Celtics. Like if he stayed, he was gonna be like the star of that team.
yeah. Okay.
Kyrie is an incredible player.
He
Definitely.
is. Shout out that guy.
Shout out that guy.
Him and Luca together. Am I right? Have you guys been following that much this year?
Yeah, the Mavs have been like, I don't know.
A little bit.
The Mavs have been good, but they've been really bad in clutch situations. Like they have a positive point differential, but a losing record, and that shouldn't realistically happen. Like that Jazz loss, where they like Luka was just like standing there and watched John Collins dunk on him. Like I don't know, they just like fallen apart in some. I mean, they beat the Thunder though the other night without Luka, which was kind of crazy to me. Because that's like a scheduled loss, basically. If Luka's sitting out. I don't know how they pulled that off. I think the Mavs are on my panic meter, actually. We can move to that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so just the
Down for
Mavericks in
transition.
general.
Yeah, just the Mavericks. Because I feel like, I don't know,
Alright.
Luka's been having like an alright season. I'm not too...
Ian, you can go first if you'd like.
On the Mavericks, I
Mhm.
like the Mavericks. I actually do. I think they're a very good team. I'm excited to see what's going to happen this year. I haven't been following the West Coast too deeply. I'm not going to lie to you guys here. I don't really have a whole lot to say because I don't know the situation, but I'm not super worried about it. I'll give it a 2.
I think that's fair. I mean, they're 8 and 7
Interesting.
right now. So it's not like a
Yeah.
crazy situation.
8 and
That's
7.
top 3 team in the East. So
That would be. I think the Bucks are 4 and 9. Did we win that
That's
game tonight,
depressing.
Caleb?
They should win. They're up by 12 with 2 minutes left.
All right. Yeah, so we're going to be 5-9, I think.
Giannis has like 40 points.
Yeah, he usually does. He's been going off recently, man. He's got like 30-something points to the last 5 games. Like, if you put his last 5 games average together, it's probably like 35, 40.
Yeah, it is
He's
crazy.
been-
We never hear any like Giannis MVP talks, but he's always like just so dominant.
I mean, he is like truly the most scary dude to run up against in the NBA.
Seriously, you like can't
mean,
stop that.
Could you imagine being tasked with with guarding Giannis?
I don't want to imagine that, dude.
I don't think I would want to be in that
You'd
position.
need to get like
either.
3 of your buddies to help, and he'd still win.
It's still yeah. He literally just like goes through people. They
And
literally
he's 7
can't do
foot
anything.
tall. This guy's like absurd. What we've got here, man. There's no shot that dude leaves Milwaukee. Because he's got like Chris Middleton and Brook Lopez, and those guys are probably like his friends. And his like kids go to school in Milwaukee. You know what I mean? I think he just lives there.
He does live there now. Yes,
Like low key. And
it's
I
kind of
don't
interesting.
think
That, who would you guys say is the MVP right now, if you had to
Giannis.
choose? You'd say Giannis,
Nah, I mean
but they're like 4 and 11, dude.
Luca.
I don't.
Actually, not even Luca.
Not Luca.
I don't
Too
know.
soon
I mean,
to say
like
Bronny.
Shea.
Yeah, it's too soon to say Bronny.
I could throw out Shea. I don't know.
I feel like I
Is he
could
G League?
accept. I don't know what's going on with Bronny.
It's too early to really say anybody.
Yeah. Like, I feel like Jokic is the easy one. Just
Darius
'cause...
Garland. Okay.
No, not after last night. Yeah, it's true. The Bucks...
Speaking of the Nuggets,
Yeah,
Russ just hit 200 triple
I saw
doubles.
that. Shout out
That's
Russell
I
insane,
was
Westbrook.
dude.
ecstatic.
You were jumping up and down.
I
Okay.
was so happy. Like, I love Russ.
200 triple doubles
is-
is actually nuts.
Russ is my
really
second
is.
favorite player of all time. So
I mean, Dario
Yeah.
Saric hit the what do you call it? The game clinching shot.
that's great for Dario Saric, but
Dude, you don't understand, Garrett. Lisco 2000 had a field day with that.
I know.
It's ridiculous. I mean, honestly though, you don't see Dario Saric even get a lot of minutes. It's the fact that he hit that shot.
I mean,
They left him
he's a
wide
bench
open.
player,
Though.
so kind of makes sense.
They literally left him wide open. You can't do that. It's Dario Saric, dude.
He might shoot it.
He will. I mean,
Yeah, dude.
he might, dude. I mean, that's basically Jokic right there. Or yeah, that's what they want him to be. No, I'd say my MVP has got to be Jokic. Like, if the Bucks were good, it'd be Giannis.
I think the Bucks
Right, like-
will be good, and that's why I'm saying that.
Okay, you're
I
projecting.
think we're going to figure it out. And once Chris Middleton gets back in, I really do think some good things are going to happen.
I agree. I think he could turn around a lot. Because even right now, they're kind of like on a better streak than they were. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they were just figuring stuff out. Because they did bring in a lot of new guys, right? They like brought in DeLon Wright. They brought in Gary Trent Jr. They lost Malik.
I don't
Beasley.
really even know what Gary Trent Jr. does out there.
He actually had a pretty good game the other night. He's a shooter.
I
He's
miss
like
Malik
kind of a
Beasley.
defender. Yeah. That was only like 1 year that he was there, right?
I know, but it was last year, and it was kind of like there's a little bit of hope in a way when I was watching that guy play. Because I was like, okay, this is good. And we have Patrick Beverly. Dude, I mean...
No, you don't. 'Cause he's in Israel.
No, we don't. Yeah, I don't... What's he doing over there?
Playing basketball, I think. I hope.
Oh, yeah.
I hope that's what he's doing.
Cool.
Okay.
There's just a lot of things to do over there.
There are a lot of things to do over there. I don't know. Do you guys want to keep doing panic meter stuff, or do you want to just kind of talk about whatever?
I'm
We just
honestly
kinda
good to
go
just
whatever.
flow.
I think we just flow. Yeah. I mean, a lot has happened. Like, we record one of these a week, and I feel like so much. Like, De'Aaron Fox broke the Sacramento Kings all-time scoring record for like points in a game.
Oh yeah,
Like,
that's true. He got 60.
that just happened, and yeah,
Like, it just casually happened. Nobody really even talked about it.
it's honestly
I didn't
crazy
even
to
hear
me
about it, really.
how people like that's the highest points anyone scored this season, and like nobody cared. I mean, they did lose,
Right.
but still,
Yeah, but still, I mean,
that's like a lot of
insane.
points. And then he had 49 the next day. Like,
Right. For sure.
If De'Aaron Fox was like a Laker, we literally would still be hearing about that like right now.
Right.
There'd be like 3
Oh, yeah.
TV shows currently speaking about De'Aaron Fox if he was a Los Angeles Laker. Instead, they're talking about Dalton. Dalton Connect had a really good game yesterday.
People aren't talking about the Giannis 59 burger.
That was a while ago.
It was like 4
This
days
is the
ago.
Pistons too. Come on, man.
That's
Dropped a
fair.
59 burger.
Pistons.
That's his highest
But it's
scoring
They
game.
should have
Pistons.
lost that game too. Ron Holland actually they should have. That we were talking about that before we started recording though. The Bucks have honestly been getting a lot of like weird refereeing. Like,
Dude, it's been nuts. We got one, and I might butcher this. All right, I'm not gonna lie to you guys
Okay.
here. But we got this one right. There's 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. I think it's like 101 to 99 or something. And then they got to shoot, or no, 101 to 101, something like that, right? And then they got to shoot 2 free throws on a foul that was not a foul. And the guy, like, he almost like kind of grinned, like he knew he was gonna do it, because like it was clear that it was a bad call, and the whole crowd's into it, you know. And then
Oh yeah,
the
similar
guy,
to what happened last night with the Cavs.
was this the Hornets game?
he misses 2 free throws, like
Oh, no, it's the
pretty
Pistons.
bad.
Okay, yeah.
and he let it go into the fifth, into the OT.
I mean,
It was awesome.
You know what they say, man.
It filled me with hope.
All don't lie. What they say.
All don't lie.
I mean, last night the Cavs lost their first game, and it was on a bad ref call, which should have been a flagrant. Jason Tatum checked Mitchell, and they didn't call a flagrant.
Celtics home game, dude.
Right, but I'm just saying,
yeah, no, I know.
I'm just saying, it should have been a flagrant foul, and it wasn't, and they lost the game because of that. They lost by 3.
Honestly, the worst part about the Cavs losing was that I didn't get to see the Cavaliers frog do a little dance on my timeline.
They have so many mascots for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Dude, have you seen the frog? That literally might
be 50.
My favorite thing that's ever happened to the Cleveland Cavs. Actually,
we could low-key go to a Cavs game when you're back for a Christmas break.
You know that they just announced that Cleveland's getting a WNBA
Both of our
team.
cars will get us there.
Think about that.
Cleveland is?
Yes.
Why
sir.
Cleveland? I thought give it to Columbus, bro.
Why
did Cleveland need a WNBA team and an NBA team?
What are they gonna call it? I don't know. Do you think they're taking submissions? What would you guys name the Cleveland WNBA team?
Oh.
But tread carefully also. Now I'm worried that I've asked you this. I don't know. I'm not really good at naming things.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think of something that's related to Cleveland.
Maybe Cleveland Crusaders.
Okay. I guess.
Yeah, they wouldn't be expecting that.
There's not I don't know.
Cleveland Bronies.
Okay, this is stupid. No, but I really enjoyed that frog, and I hope that they keep dancing.
The Cleveland Frogs.
Cleveland Cavs frog. I mean, I just love it when silly things happen.
That's the WNBA team.
Oh, that's their team.
Frogs.
I don't know if I want to play for the Cleveland Frogs, dude. If Caitlin Clark got traded to the Frogs, dude.
Dude, why not?
That's ridiculous. They're not even green.
You need to see more Cleveland Frog.
That's true.
On your timeline. Think about that.
They'd be a fully green team. They'd all come out there in green, and they'd have these little they'd have these. You know the headbands that some players wear?
Yeah.
They'd have those, but they'd have little frog eyes on top of them. And they'd fucking ball.
Yeah. How much do you think they pay those mascots a lot, actually, don't they? Don't NBA mascots make 7 figures a year, dude? Maybe
no
not
way.
That it's 6
be an
figures.
NBA mascot.
It's 6 figures.
We didn't have a mascot when I was in high school. I kind of thought about doing it. I was like, that could be kind of fun.
It'd be so sweaty.
I ended up not doing it. Yeah, that's literally what I thought. I thought this is going to be an uncomfortable physical experience. And I was like, But honestly, maybe I should have, because one of our previous guest hosts did it.
Yeah. Shout out PJ Tingler, dude.
Shout out PJ Tingler.
I feel how do you guys feel about the rookie class this year? Now that it's been a few weeks.
Jalen Wells is good.
Jalen Wells.
Zach Edey is good.
Zach Edey is good. I've seen that.
I mean, the 2 Grizzlies rookies are really good. So
the Grizzlies are really good at drafting, though. They just always have been.
Right. That's because the 2 I just said are both Grizzlies. Totally not biased, but.
Well, no, but I mean, even just last year or a couple years ago with Gigi Jackson, and then Desmond Bain.
2 years ago. Jaren. I mean,
they're just good at drafting. I don't know. Something about the Grizzlies. They just know what's up.
Right. They have
From my perspective,
probably.
Mm-hmm.
On this new draft class coming, the one that just came in.
Yeah.
The UK guys haven't gotten a whole lot of minutes yet. Rob Dillingham is getting 5 minutes.
He's getting nothing.
Yeah.
Now that actually tell him
3 minutes. They're playing, but they're not getting a whole lot of time because they're new. And they're still learning how to NBA.
Well, the Rockets just have way too many good players. I feel like if Reed Shepherd was on the Wizards, he would be scoring 20 points a night. Genuinely.
Right.
Yeah, he's actually really good at basketball.
Or even on the Nets or Spurs, like Stephon Castle.
I think he will ultimately get traded, but it'll be at a point in like 2 or 3 years once he starts kind of shining on that team.
Well,
He'll get traded for a higher value. I think he will inevitably.
And the Rockets, I feel
It'll
like
be like
do
an
need to
AJ
make a
Green
trade.
kind of situation.
Like if the Rocks are really
I
good
love
this
AJ
year,
Green.
if the Rocks are really good this year, they should trade something for someone else. Like I don't know what it would look like, but they just have too many bodies.
Close.
Okay, all right. I don't know. I don't know what that would look like though. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've been honestly impressed by this rookie class because like the whole storyline coming into it was like, oh, these guys all suck and we hate them.
And then they're all good.
Really?
Like Jared McCain's been really good. Don't Connect just had like 39 points, which is crazy. 37, close enough. And then yeah, you've got guys like Zach Edey's been pretty good. Donovan Clingan on the Blazers has been like surprisingly good. He like might win the starting spot if he hasn't already. Who else?
I think he has.
Even like Kyle Filipowski on the Jazz. Like that guy is definitely a Utah Jazz. I like saw him playing the other night. I was like, yeah, this feels right. Some guy, he's like Mormon. Actually, there's like, is there drama with it? There's like big drama with Kyle Filipowski. We shouldn't get into that.
I agree. I think
the Sixers are a very sad team. I'm watching the Sixers Grizzlies right now.
Are they losing?
It's sad.
Probably.
They're losing 92 to 111.
Yikes.
That's pretty brutal. At that point, you should stop scoring.
They just put Kelly Oubre and it's over.
Doesn't he start?
No, but
what happened?
Kelly Oubre is their savior for tonight.
Wow. Okay.
Well,
it's over.
I'm trying to think of like other rookies that I want to give a shout out to.
Stephon
Castle, yeah.
That's one of my favorite rookies.
What do you guys think about the Spurs? Because like 2 weeks ago, the Spurs would have been on the panic meter with all the Wemby stuff, but then like he scored like 50. He had like his 2 best games like back to back. Like I don't know. How do you guys feel about Wembanyama and his offense so far?
I'm very excited about the Wembanyama offense, but
it's like a chat GPT response. All right, yeah. What do you have to say?
See, I don't know if savior is the right word for Kelly Oubre.
No, I was just
okay.
No, I know what you mean. I know. I'm thinking that's what I meant that, but I'm also suggesting I think he could be something for this team, but I don't think there's any shot that they can win.
No.
Sixers.
If you're down like 20 points, it's over.
Yeah.
I think at this point,
it's time to panic.
I'm glad the Bucks won. I'm giving this team a 19 on the panic meter.
Let's go.
This is like I'm driving to the stadium myself.
I'm honestly.
I'm getting in there and I'm shooting a 3.
Like not too worried about the Bucks. Like I'm a little worried, but I really do think once Chris Middleton gets back, it'll be a whole different ballgame. What do you guys think? Did you see like how they were talking about changing All-Star Weekend to be like 4 teams in like a tournament? I thought that was kind of interesting.
Dude, I literally suggested that like the other day.
Yeah, you did. I know. I was really thinking about that. I was like, they took his idea.
Adam Silver listens to our podcast.
I'm sure, dude.
I actually think he might. This has been like the second time.
But he stole one of your ideas.
Yeah, he let the NBA get physical. Thank you, Adam Silver.
Has he?
And now he's doing this. Yeah, he did for like a week.
Okay, I guess you're right. Yeah, the end of last season. You're right. They were like swallowing the whistle.
Like right when I said it, yeah.
Good point.
We got the CEO of the NBA listed.
Thank you, Adam Silver. Please sponsor us.
Thanks, man. I actually really appreciate that. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And we run out of things to say. I think we're getting there for sure.
I think the refs have been calling stuff a little crazy.
They have. Well, I've seen so many 2-minute reports that have been like, oh yeah, we were wrong on the game-winning play. It's like, okay.
Literally, and it's like, we do not need to call.
What do you want me to say?
So many fouls. We don't need to break the game up after every other play. Like, just let the ball flow.
This Grizzlies game.
That's what I like about college basketball. They don't get really fouled. They do foul each other, but it's not quite as frequent.
It's not every other play. Right.
No, because they don't really
It
care quite as
is.
much.
Well, the thing
Like,
about the
yeah, they're gonna
NBA
hit each
too
other.
is that like a lot of the refereeing has to do with reputation. Like they're gonna give like just inherently they're gonna give LeBron James more calls just because he is LeBron James. And like
Right. That makes more sense.
if you've got like if
That's
literally you see like if a guy is known around the league as like a good defender, they're not going to call him for as many fouls. They're like even the Dyson Daniels play on De'Aaron Fox. I know they said that it wasn't a foul, but like he got quite a bit of arm on that game-winning steal, and like I don't know, they didn't call it. I mean, it's like the peak of Dyson Daniels' defensive player of the year talk. So like, it's just interesting, and I think I don't know. It definitely applies to some players and not others. Like De'Aaron Fox in that game attempted 4 free throws, and there should never be a game where De'Aaron Fox is not getting like at least 8 free throws when he's scoring like 30 plus points. Like, come on.
Literally, same thing with like a Joel Embiid, or
He definitely gets
honestly
calls.
Giannis to an extent. He gets calls, but it's not like insane. I don't think. At least not from when I'm watching the game. He didn't. But he gets calls, 5 or 6.
Well, because a lot of the time with Giannis, they like actually try to foul him, just because like at least
they do.
Making him get the free throws is like harder for him to score than just dunking on you,
which he can do very easily.
It's like a genuine tactic.
He's a very impressive player.
Yeah, shout out Giannis. Honestly,
there
yeah.
are 3 dudes at him pretty regularly.
I think you're right.
2 dudes at him pretty regularly.
If they were like the 3rd seed right now, he honestly might be the MVP because he's been insane. Like the numbers he's putting up every night.
The team just kind of sucks.
Literally, if the team was any good, then he would be at least top 3.
Brook Lopez is great. We have good team. We have good players on our team.
You're just so top heavy.
They don't have the greatest team chemistry, and in a weird way, it feels like they're running the plays, but they don't.
They're hard, isn't it? Weird. Well, they're old, dude.
Yes, literally.
They're all like 37 years old.
No, Giannis is like 30.
No, but you're saying when Giannis is... I thought
that dude's fresh.
When Giannis is on the floor, like you can tell everything's rolling. It's rolling through him, and it's going. It's when he's not on
Doc
the floor.
Rivers needs to play that dude 48 minutes a game.
Oh, dude, he's gonna get injured. If Giannis gets injured,
really,
I'm gonna have to quit basketball.
Okay, you're probably right.
Really?
Or they'd foul him out or something.
That's probably also true. Yeah.
It's crazy when guys when you go on when you're playing 2K, and you're looking at the records, and it's like, oh my goodness, how in the world does this guy get an 86-minute game?
I don't think that's a real record. It is true though. Like whenever anyone does anything impressive, like if you see the stat lines, and it'll always be like within the past 50 years, no one's ever done this. Because like Wilt Chamberlain in like 1980 did it like 17 times. Like that guy literally, I was looking at Wilt Chamberlain's stats, and he had like back-to-back games, like 3 days in a row, where he scored 80 points. And I'm just like, that's ridiculous, dude. Like, I don't know. There's a reason they always put like in the past 50 years. This has never been done before. It's always Wilt Chamberlain. Like no one's, I don't know. Do you think anyone's ever going to beat that record or even come close? Like 100 points in a basketball game is so many.
I think it'll happen eventually. I feel like it'll happen sooner than later.
No way, dude.
I agree with Gary. I think it will happen, but I don't know how long it's going to take.
I feel like they would have to change the rules to actually get there.
I mean,
if they added a 4-pointer,
who would it be like out of the players?
I just think you have to think about like physically taking that many shots in an NBA game.
All right then.
I don't know. I mean, Donovan Mitchell got pretty close. 71.
71 is not that close.
21 is a whole game.
Literally.
29 is a whole game.
That's like 2/3 of the way there.
Honestly, I could see no one in the league right now. Maybe Wembanyama in like 10 years if if something crazy happens.
Yeah, if he's still like as good as he is. Yeah.
Like if he just keeps improving and gets bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like
you want him to grow. I need Victor Wembanyama to get 1 inch taller.
No. I
On
mean,
my
like,
Christmas.
muscular, bigger.
You want to get
'Cause he's
wider,
20
I
now.
see.
But, like, think
Yeah.
about Giannis when Giannis was. They're about the same height.
He was a little
Well,
string
taller,
bean,
but you know
dude.
what I mean. Yeah. So it's like, do it in that way, and I think we could be looking at that being, something.
It's already something. I mean, 50 points is nothing to sneeze at, dude. That's a burger right there.
That is a burger. What makes 50 points a burger?
I don't know. I just think 40 burger sounds wrong.
Right.
40
You dropped a
piece,
40
30
burger.
piece,
40 piece.
50
piece,
burger.
3 piece, yeah. Yeah, I say 50 piece. I
Si-
feel like
50 piece sounds weird. I feel like, I don't know. Like,
I
if
feel
you
like-
have the opportunity to say burger, you should say burger.
right,
I
but
think
like
60 burger sounds right.
right. I think anything below
Actually,
60
60 burger doesn't
It
quite
sounds a
sound
little
right.
weird. Yeah, I feel like it's
Feel like
literally just 50 burger.
They need a bigger word.
60
60.
bomb. Yeah, I don't know.
60 bomb.
That works.
Literally.
Yeah.
That is probably
Yeah.
about what they'd use.
It's kind of what they. I feel like that's what they technically call it.
You know, I had a dream the other night, and it was about basketball, and like some guy got a steal, and he did a fast break dunk, and the announcer like screamed at the top of his lungs, "If you give a mouse a cookie, he might ask for some milk." And I feel like I really need that to happen in a real NBA game.
Dude, I like the announcers are getting silly.
Yeah,
They're
like
trying to appeal to the meme culture, and it's like kind of working. It's funny.
I need someone to do that.
Like, I've been seeing announcer videos on
Really?
like Instagram.
It's always just like the Hornets announcer. Like that guy's so
Yeah.
good. Love that guy.
Dude, it's Charlotte, man.
Imagine if they were
have-
actually good. Oh my gosh.
Dude, could you imagine if those guys? It's like going to see I'll say like
He's
the Wrigley
cooking.
brothers.
Let him
You
cook.
give a mouse a
but-
cookie, he's gonna ask for a glass of milk. If you teach a mouse to cookie,
Are you
he'll have
reciting
milk
this?
for a lifetime.
What are you
I
talking
just found
about?
this. I don't know. I just found this. I looked up if you give a mouse a cookie, he might ask for milk, right?
It's so hard,
And
dude.
I
I
got
need
it.
I need this
I
to
got
happen in real
I
life.
got ready. I got if you give a mouse a cookie, he's gonna ask for a glass of milk. I can't stop laughing, bro. All right, and if you teach a mouse to cookie, bro, I give up. Cut this out. I give up.
Yeah, dude. We love basketball
me,
here. Wait, I had like another thought. Wait, like,
You guys know dentists?
oh man,
Bro, yeah.
don't get me started on dentists. No, actually, I'm like fine with dentists.
If you give
Yeah.
a mouse a cookie, he's gonna ask for a glass of milk. It's such a random thing for an announcer to say, though. I feel like that could happen, though.
No, but on like imagine
but you know
on
what
the
they
fast
say.
like you get a steal, fast
Yeah.
break, dunk, and that's like the only situation you could say that. Because you know what
Right.
it probably was? You know that picture of Giannis like dunking the Oreo into the milk? That's probably literally what originated
Uh-huh.
it.
That makes sense.
That would be so good, dude. Oh my gosh. I need to start a petition for like the Hornets announcer to say that. Because I feel like he would do it.
We could probably interview him.
Yeah. Eric Collins, if you're listening, come on the podcast.
Yeah,
I-
we actually probably could.
I only know like a few I know like the Kings announcers and like that guy.
I
That's
don't
it.
know. I know Mike Breen. That's it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like Ian Eagle, Mike Breen, Doris, what's her face? You guys gotta know those guys.
Like you kind of know like the
Doris Burke.
announcers.
Yeah, like the national
I know her.
TV guys.
I know Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh man.
Hey, what?
I like
don't
can't
get me
I don't
started
know.
on
I can't
Shaquille
watch the
O'Neal.
Hornets though, because whenever I see Miles Bridges, I'm just get uncomfortable. The same thing with the Clippers. Literally, I was watching Clippers Warriors the other night, and like Kevin Porter Jr. was on the floor, and I'm like, dude, I just like can't watch this. Like I don't know.
I like Miles Bridges though. Like I don't like what he did, but I like Miles Bridges.
I just can't. Like
You
Ooh,
like his
Cavs
rap?
won
you
16-1.
can't like beat your wife that many times and like still have me watch you play basketball and enjoy it.
I mean,
It's just-
Tony Parker did it. And people don't talk about that.
No, and I don't watch Tony Parker play basketball. I'm not gonna like
I've never
support
even.
you.
I listen to RTVNB.
You just said like a
I
bunch
know
of
what
letters. What are you talking?
That's Miles Bridges'
um,
rap name.
Miles
Oh, I
Bridges.
see. Okay. You see, I'm
I don't know
not.
what RTB stands for. It's like
I think it's like
I don't know.
rob the bank.
Miles Bridges is the
Oh
NB.
man,
I may
I
be
just don't
wrong.
like this guy.
I that is actually what I feel
I
like
think
I've
that's what
heard
it
that
stands for
before.
too. Yeah.
I don't know.
27 days.
You'll never make
27 nights.
You'll never make me a Miles
I
Bridges.
know the next lyric, but I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah.
You'll have to kill me to make me enjoy Miles
I
Bridges.
could keep going with it. I do know the song.
Do you
Oh
actually
yeah,
know the
no,
whole
I know
song?
that one. Do you know Piccolo?
What's
Nah.
wrong with you guys?
Well, he is. Before I knew
You
he was
only
a
want to
bad
hit. I
guy,
said,
he
yeah,
is
Okay,
actually a
right.
pretty good rapper. Like he's actually like I mean,
Yeah,
not.
he's
I guess
talented.
historically,
He's not like a good rapper. Don't misinterpret what I'm saying. But
you enjoy listening to it. I
it's like
understand.
yeah.
I used to listen to like
There's-
Flight Reacts and all of his raps, and then I would like realize one
You ain't
day,
nothing
like, wow,
but
this
a broke.
sucks. Okay, no, I didn't. That makes it sound like I didn't realize it was bad. Like it's, I always realized that his music was bad, but then I'm like, wow, why am I like actually subjecting myself to this consciously?
That's how I was when I was like when I first got YouTube and like my
Oh,
own
man.
personal life. I would like watch the Jake Paul music videos and like geek at him. I'd be like, "This is so
The
funny,"
Logan.
but
Oh
it
my
like,
gosh, yeah.
and then but like in reality, it just appeared to everyone as if I was very much so into
Yeah.
Jake Paul and Logan Paul.
Oh,
However, I was
when
not. I
were you?
never watched one of their YouTube videos.
I feel like you did like several
Were you a Jake
covers
Paul?
of the like
Were you a
Logan is
Jake
my
Paul fan?
hero. It was like
Yeah,
I
no,
vividly remember that.
I did like a cover of it. Yeah,
Bro, you can see that. That would actually go so hard.
It's probably out there on the internet somewhere, dude.
not anymore. It's not
Well,
anymore.
if it was there at some point, it's still out there somewhere. That's just how
I
it
suppose
works.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's kind of
I feel like
freaky.
I feel like you sounded like the kid. Like you
A
used to
little
sound
bit,
like
a
the
little
kid that
bit.
sung. Like just a little bit.
That kid's probably like
Yeah.
30 now, dude.
No, he's probably like 16.
He's probably like, yeah, he's probably like
Yeah.
15. Like
That's crazy though.
it's probably about maybe he's 18. I have no idea how old that kid was.
You think he listens to Miles Bridges music?
I sure
I
hope
don't
not.
think.
I hope
think
for his sake he doesn't.
you guys know Sniper 2004?
Oh,
No,
what is
Easy
that?
Money Sniper.
I do know Easy Money.
Maybe actually this might be Easy Money Sniper.
I don't think it is.
That's Kevin
It's
Durant.
Kevin Durant, dude.
Nah,
Or,
that's a good Instagram handle though. I like that.
It's something I feel like a 7-year-old would make. Like, dude, this is so sick. It's like with the X's on the side, like XX underscore Easy Money Sniper.
But think about it. He
No,
made
no,
it before, like
but that's like
he probably got the app when he was like 17, and then he was just like, "All right, I'm gonna make it my Xbox gamer tag." And then
Instagram,
he just never
Instagram
changed
and
it.
Xbox weren't a thing when he was 17.
if
He's
you're
like
Kevin
40.
Durant, you like are allowed to have like kind of a corny name. I feel like that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
If you're that
I
good at
respect
basketball,
Kevin Durant no matter what he does. He's just really good at basketball.
he is good at basketball.
Actually, I don't fully say that.
Which the respect
do
part or the
something.
basketball?
That I don't like. I suppose that I wouldn't trust Kevin Durant if he like came up to me with like a box that was locked and he was like, "I'm not gonna give you the key," and then he handed it to me. Well, I'm not gonna trust you on that.
Dude, I probably would.
That's the only situation
Kevin
I wouldn't
Durant.
trust him.
What if it's like a contract to, the Suns?
But it's locked.
I did open the box and it was just on fire.
Oh, okay.
Scary.
I feel like you would have realized that when you got handed it.
Yeah, it's a
No,
box.
it was like contained inside of the box. I wasn't quite sure.
Well, this is like a
Oh,
Howl's Moving
is it like one of
Castle.
those wallets that like opens and then it's on
What?
fire?
Is
Who?
it like one of those like birthday cards
Just
where
some
you open it
comedian guy
up
and like
and like the hamster
the-
starts singing to you? Dude, I love this.
I'm a big fan of those like musical carriages, ones that like people have inside of their homes on tables, ones that you can spin around and they make noise. You know what I'm saying? Like real dainty classical music.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Big fan of those.
That's the whole statement. I thought there was like a story.
Yeah, just on
Okay.
on like a deep personal level. I really
What NBA player do you guys think would be like the best employee at a Papa John's?
Ooh, best employee at a Pop.
AJ Green.
Dude, AJ Green.
I
maybe.
actually kind of see that.
I actually
He would
can
be
see
like-
that as
But
well.
like, I feel like only like hoodlums work at Papa John's. So probably like John.
What?
Okay. You know what?
I'm
I-
just
I
kidding.
mean,
I'm
I'm
just
not gonna-
kidding.
I'm not gonna.
No, but seriously, I mean,
AJ
all
Green's not
time,
bad.
just
Yeah,
like
sure, all time.
all
anybody.
time, I could see like Pistol Pete working there. He just kind of looks like he would work
That's
at a
just-
Papa
That
John's.
feels disrespectful.
Steve
too.
Nash.
I-
Steve
Steve
Nash,
Nash, yeah.
probably.
I hear where you're coming from.
It's just that
Who-
look. I
you
don't know. Maybe
Steven
like
Adams.
I do.
Yeah. he looks like he just play on.
Yeah, he would be like a mean cook at a Papa John.
He's so nice though. He's Australian.
Probably
isn't
like
he?
Zion. Like Zion.
I don't
from
even
2
know,
years
but
ago.
like picture him if he
Zion
was
at a
like
Papa
5'10" instead
Oh,
of 6
man.
foot.
You're
10.
right. That does sound bad.
He would be like, yeah, that's my answer for which.
I
NBA
feel like you
player would
can't
be the
have
best
that
Papa
much
John's
facial
worker.
hair if you're like 5'10" and like not like I don't know. I feel like his face is like too. I don't know if he. I don't think he could be 5'10". I don't think it's possible. That's what I'm trying to say.
All right,
yeah, who's
maybe
my
not
pick?
Steven
I
Adams.
don't know. To work at a Papa John's, like what skills do you need? You need like
Um,
a lot of patience.
pretty much, yeah, patience.
You know what, Kyrie Irving.
Negotiation.
I want to see Kyrie Irving work at a Papa John's. That's what I want.
It's a good cut, actually. I
I think he
can
could do
see
it.
that.
He wouldn't
I
ask
may
for
reconsider
tips.
my.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe like Richard Jefferson.
Okay. I don't know if he would
That's a
work
deep
well at a
cut.
Papa John's. I don't know. I think he'd get too aggressive, dude. Okay. we've definitely run out of things to talk about.
Bro,
This is a weird
wait.
pick.
Pat,
Hold on.
I don't even know from the
Pat
Bucks.
Connaughton.
Yeah, Pat Connaughton.
Yeah,
Okay,
Pat
he
Connaughton
could. I mean, he's like a
he would run-
landlord, so
I
he
feel
could
like
do
he
it.
would be better as like a front of house manager
Yeah, he's like a
at
manager
a restaurant.
for sure.
Like he would run that shit like the U.S. military.
Yeah,
I mean,
dude.
you'd be folding the silverware, crying. Like it'd be, that's the kind of deal we'd be dealing with.
I agree, though. I mean, yeah. All right, let's do the
Yeah,
outro
I'll do
though.
that.
I feel like we're done.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, somebody outro, not it. I guess I can do
Not
it
it.
if you guys don't want to.
Ooh,
All right,
should.
all right. Give me a 3, 2, 1. Let's look at it awkward.
You don't have to do it. Like I can just cut around it. Just do it whenever you're ready.
All right.
What are you waiting for?
You said whenever I'm ready.
Okay. Dude, you killed Garrett, dude. He's literally dead.
Well, guys, this has been great. I think that this has really led us deeper in our connection, not only with the NBA, but with ourselves. Thanks for listening, every pony.
Oh my god.
Have a good night.
This is like you're praying before we eat a meal, dude. Like, I want you to outro my podcast.
All right, maybe I should have said not. I didn't really want to do it.
Okay.
Caleb, you did.
Yeah.
Honestly,
yeah.
Caleb, keep this whole part in.
I might do. We'll see. Okay. All right. If you enjoyed this episode of the Ball Talk Podcast, hit that like button, subscribe.
Hit the subscribe.
Our PayPal will be in, like, it does cost to listen to this, so we will be expecting payments for every viewer, and that'll be in the description. So, like, go find that.
Yeah.
Cash App.
And there's gonna be
Cash
a phone
App
number in the
too.
description as well. That's mine.
Yeah, the hotline,
Zelle.
Ball Talk hotline
I'm
will be
kidding.
linked if you need to talk to anyone about basketball. Okay. Yeah, and we're done. We'll see you next
All right.
week.